Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you out there, see how all of you are doing, and I hope, as always, I hope you're able to get out in nature, and Starlight did again. Yeah, I did. I went out to a park in my area, and that's where I never know where the universe is going to take me every day, so I was thinking a different spot in the park where I go, and there's like 4 different parks that I have done yoga and meditation. So I wasn't sure where the universe was going to guide me this morning. Actually, every day that happens. So anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, and I just want to say welcome. And also, you can find me on YouTube at Starlight, and that's Kathy with a K, Digman. And as you notice, I'm wearing a love shirt. You know, I was trying to think of what am I going to wear, and I knew the topic, and I do have a beautiful red sweater in the wintertime, but Starlight does not want to wear that winter sweater right now. Absolutely not. We're good. I'm warm enough in my apartment, and I'm not complaining. It's just that this is the weather I've been waiting for. So anyway, also I want to make sure with all of you that not only you get outside, you know, in nature somewhere, and when I say universe, that means the same as God, universe, God. You know, like God has many names that people call God. Like Starlight's got a lot of names. Kathy Digman has a lot of names. You know, there's not just, you know, my name's not just Starlight. I've had many names throughout my life, whether they were good or bad, I don't know. Just kidding. You know, but I've been called all sorts of names throughout my life. Most of them are like nicknames, though. And anyway, you know, if you want to help me spread the word by trying to, you know, like I am not trying, I am doing, I am being that change that I want to see in the world. And am I perfect? Absolutely not. And that's the part of, you know, this thing is that I'm not expecting anybody to be perfect, you know, because it doesn't exist. So anyway, you can share, like these videos, you could share it with a friend or family or, you know, your pet, you know, or a loved one if you have a loved one out there, like a husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend, because this topic's going to be about love. And besides sharing it with friends and family, is that you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it's absolutely free. I won't even charge you a penny for it. No, not at all. And don't forget the notification bell. And if you are new to YouTube, the notification bell should be, you know, down the screen on the YouTube screen, you know, however you watch, and it will have like a little bell. And that way, when you select it, you could select all, like I do on all my subscribers. I don't know how many subscribers I have. I do have a lot of subscribers, and some of them I do want to put more out on Facebook, you know, because here and there I do watch some of them, and there's other ones that I do a lot of meditations with, or, you know, I do have other spiritual teachers, not just, you know, like my regular one that I normally watch. There's other women older women that I do watch, you know, like younger women I do watch on YouTube. So I'm doing the bell that way, then you don't miss other stuff that they have. So I do. I just need to share some of them, you know, like the ones that I'm really into. Some of them I don't quite share right away because I'm not sure, you know, like what they're going to talk about and stuff like that, as far as spirituality goes, you know, because they might be new channels. And I subscribe to tarot card reading people. I don't know how many tarot card readers I have now. So anyway, also you can leave a message down below, you know, drop in, say hello, or you can, and the best place to get in touch with Starlight is on Instagram. You know, and that's at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook. Is I get a lot of mail through that way. Is you can reach me there. That's at Kathy with a K Digman Starlight. So anyway, I haven't really talked about this topic in a while, so I seen a video today, and I'm like, it's been a long time that I talked about that title, or something there, like that kind of topic for that video that I did watch earlier. And it was a great video. So I think the universe, God, see, the universe, it's same. And anyway, and I am not quite sure what I'm going to title it, but I was thinking about titling it, saying something like, love will hit you when you least expect it, kind of thing, because that is pretty much what this is about. But I not only wanted to talk about love, is I also wanted to talk about twin flame relationships. And you might not know what a twin flame relationship is. I didn't a long time ago. I at first, I really didn't know if it was real or not. So I did have a lot of questions. So there's a special lady I love, and she's one that I really do want to put on Facebook a lot more, because I did get a lot. She's a sweet lady. And so I did get a lot of help from her, helping me to understand my twin flame. So I have never met this man yet, but like I said, the title, I was thinking is that, like love will hit you when you least expect it. So that's where I kind of really want to start, is to start on that note first. Then I'm going to work my way, to twin flames. Like what is a twin flame? And we'll get to that. But right now, I really want to talk to you about, like, I know they're out there. You might be one right now looking for love, and, like I learned, this was in today's, like, it's 2023. So I believe the year 2021 is, I decided, you know what, I need to work on myself. I need to actually love myself, and I need to take care of myself before I look out there anymore for a relationship. Because I was looking in all the wrong places anyway. I was on a dating app called Plenty of Fish, and I was on that dating app for the longest time, on and off, throughout my life, and I, way back, long time ago, I did get connected with a person, and I was in contact with that male, like for years, a long time, until COVID came. So it is interesting is with the dating apps, and I've actually paid money to go on some dating apps in the past, and I'm like, I'll never do that again, because, it really wasted my money. I wasn't really happy with the results doing that. And they sometimes there's people on dating apps that won't get involved with you because you're not paying. So it is kind of funny how that goes. Ooh, sorry, I just got all freshened up. So anyway, yeah. So at the time, I've been working on myself my whole life. Put it that way. But ever since COVID time, I actually have to back it up to 2016. Like I had like a light bulb moment, saying, you better, you got to do something. You got to, like I was in a really bad state at that time in 2016. I'm not kidding. So, and I did find a video on YouTube way back in around that time, 2016, 17. And it was a big eye-opener. It's like the universe, God, the archangels guided me to watch this YouTuber, so anyway, it is interesting. I was learning a lot about all kinds of stuff out in the world, and some stuff I did know about. I learned that before through other people that I knew, so I wasn't totally in the dark, but, like I had a lot of learning, and I still do. I'm still learning a lot, there's levels to really in life, just like when you have your kids and they go to school, they start out, and maybe some of your kids might start off in preschool or daycare in the beginning, to get a head start, because what do people mostly do? They get babies, and where do the kids go? To daycare and babysitters. Why? We don't know why. But you know what? I had to do it because I was a single mom. So anyway, with that is that, like that happens sometimes, where they do go to daycare. So, and then they go through from preschool all the way to high school. And then so there's all these levels of learning, and then they graduate if they graduate, and then they go to college if they want to, or if they're forced to, or whatever the case may be, so there's levels. And then then you think when you're done with school, you think you're done learning. Absolutely not. You really, the school has a way of messing things up for you, really, So, and so I've been learning a lot about relationships, and I learned a lot before in my own life, going to churches, being a Christian and stuff. So I did. I learned a lot of good, bad, and ugly in the church about relationships, the do's and don'ts. So I do really, I am an excellent person as far as it goes for relationships. I understand a lot about the do's and don'ts when it comes to relationship and love. So they do say, I've heard this throughout my whole life, all the time I was always looking for love, though. It's like, they're like, well, when you stop looking for love, that's when you find it. I'm like, well, I've been, Starlight's been searching her whole life, and I have to say I've had the worst taste when it comes to picking men out, because my heart's too big. And I know some of you guys might go through the same thing as women. Some women go, a lot of women go through this. And, and it can happen to guys and girls where, you get people out there, they take your kindness as a weakness. Like, oh, boy, she's a sweet girl, or my, he's a sweet guy. And then, then they start doing other little tricks that they want to pull on you or whatever. And so I've learned the hard way in my life as far as relationships goes. And so, yeah, like it was kind of funny. Like I said, about 2021 is when I deleted my account on Plenty of Fish. There was so many fake men, and it goes for women too on there. Going on some of those dating apps, what I was learning is there's a lot of prostitution that goes on, and there's a lot of private investigators that go on these sites trying to catch people, like women and men that are, into prostitution. The women go out on there, and they try to get the men, and they don't care if they're married or not. At least most of them probably don't. So I had enough, and I had I can't tell you some of the funny, crazy stuff that Starlight can be twisted at times, I tell you. I only told one person what I did, but it was a crazy story. Nobody would have, people would have thought I was crazy what I did. Well, I have to say I actually had fun. It was like kind of a revenge kind of thing that I did to somebody, because somebody wasn't being real with me. And, I trusted them, and they really went over the line with me. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to get you. So I did. I did something really horrible. But you know what? I got the last laugh. So, anyway, and that was really, that's when it really was getting really too much for me for being on dating apps, is because of that thing that did happen, and I can't tell you the story. It just is too much for YouTube right here. And so anyway, here I am watching YouTube videos, and, like getting help, working on myself, working on getting healed, going through the whole thing. And one day, it just caught me, and it was last year, around this time, actually, right around this time, is when it smacked me right, knocked Starlight right on her butt, really, it really did. There was somebody that I was watching, and I learned a lot from this person, but it is kind of weird how love will kind of slap you silly. And so maybe, like if you were looking for love, and instead of going out and searching like I was all the time, it was like a part-time job really, going on the dating app and responding to people. And for the longest time I was like, you got to be kidding me. It's like I just was like, where are all the men? Really, it just was the same kind that I kept on running into. On I was having a really hard time to find any man out there on this dating app that actually wanted to settle down, and later on, I'm not saying right away, but to get married, not 10 years later. I do know people that do that. They've never been married, and they might have had relationships that are like 12 years long, 10 years long, but, like 3 different relationships, and they lived together, but they never got married. And this is not that chick that is, I'm not going to wait 10 years, to have a guy to propose to me. There's a reason why people do that, the commitment's not there, there's no commitment, so anyway, is if you are really, 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 really serious, about looking for that one, the only one, is to really, really start working on yourself. There's always something to work on, believe me. There's days that I think I'm doing good, and then the universe shows me, look at this, you got some cleaning up to do, Starlight. I'm like, oh, okay. So anyway, when you work on yourself, then you get to find out, you got to really spend some time alone with yourself to find out who you really are. That means you're going to have to let go of friends like I did, or family members, to really find out who you are. And, you might need to get healed like I had to. I had to get healed, a lot of healing. It took years. A lot of meditation, a lot of healing, a lot of praying, and all that for years, and I did have guidance and help and stuff like that. So, with relationships, really you want to, like I was trying to do on dating apps, is to, hey, do we have anything in common? Really, you want to find out, do you have anything in common? That is so important. What are your belief systems? A lot of people don't think that has nothing to do with getting together. I'll tell you what, you better know what you believe, and whether you believe in God or whether you don't believe in God, and all that stuff. All that does matter, because how are you going to function together, if you're not even believing in the same stuff, and before, I used to eat everything and anything, and now I'm a vegan. So now I wouldn't even want to be with anybody unless because I know I would not want to eat with somebody that I care about that was eating my friends. I don't want to eat animals anymore. I got butterflies all behind me. I love, and I just had another butterfly land on me today. So I did make another video of a butterfly landing on Starlight's foot this time. And I couldn't get rid of them. That butterfly just kept on coming back and was like, hey, Starlight, can I get some more, batteries? It's almost like I was a battery, because I didn't realize this butterflies will eat your salt off your skin. And he was like, and that charges them up, gives them some power and some zip. But anyway, so yeah, work on yourself. You might need to get healed from past relationships. You don't want to jump from one relationship to another, and many, many, many people do. And I know, I understand that. I haven't done that in a long time in my life, I'm trying to think what year I have been single. I have been single since 2016 is my last ending of a relationship. And so I've been single all this time, working on myself. And so it does take time. It's not like a fast food place, going to Burger King and, because that's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get some junk food, right? if you're quick and jump into something and then you're like, I didn't know that this was greasy and this wasn't good for me and this wasn't healthy, like eating at a lot of those fast food places, and I didn't know this was toxic, food that I'm eating here. I didn't know, like it was going to be so cheap, right? Cheap. I'm being funny, but, a lot of fast food is cheap and not healthy for you. And so, and then I was learning about twin flame relationships and how, and I'll tell you, I would not really, I only desire a twin flame relationship. So, and I discovered mine last year. It will be a year since I discovered who my twin flame was, and I didn't realize, my twin flame was searching for me before I even started really searching for him, and there's a lot of information on videos about twin flame relationships, and I do have a sweet lady. She knows a lot. I love her so much. I love her spirit. She just, she doesn't hold back. I love people like that. I really do. Give it to me real and raw, really. I want it right smack in my face. Don't beat around the bush with me, really. I really have a lot of respect for people like that, and not everybody can handle that kind of stuff, but just give it to me the way it is. And so anyway, is what I've been learning, there's the masculine and then there's the feminine, and the masculine, you would always think just by that word masculine, you would think that a masculine person would be a male, but not always. A female could be the masculine, and the feminine, which you would think would be the female, but that's not always the case. The female could be, the feminine could be a male, and I really don't know how this really works, that, because I'm a little confused on that it could be even same sex, maybe the one is more like feminine and the other one's more masculine. So I'm not even going to touch that area because I don't really know anything about that. But I'm all for males and females the way God intended everything to be. And so I have to say, I just watched a video the other day, and it is so true how the universe will test you. Well, with a twin flame relationship, and that's how that goes too, is that one will be more spiritual than the other. So I'm the least spiritual. So my twin flame, which is a male, and he's the most spiritual one. So I've been learning for years under him, not knowing that, boom, I was going to find out that he was my twin flame. And it hit me so hard. And, and so it's almost like our first year will be coming up, of, I believe right now we're at a higher, like we started off as friends, like for the longest time, and I believe we're actually, like at a higher level where, not that we're having sex. I haven't even met the guy yet. Smack your head in that wall. There's a bullseye. I'm just kidding. There's no bullseye over there, but I do have a beautiful artwork there. Where it says, if your head hurts, bang here, or something like that. I don't know, because that's about what you might want to use, like to think that, like you're really in a higher love with this man, but, you've been friends like for a year, and it's more than friendship right now, the way I look at it, and, because, we're sending love before, I sent a lot of love, of course, to this male, and, so it is interesting how, like my twin is going to show me stuff, and he has, believe me, just like the way the universe does things, the universe tests me sometimes, see if I'm going to fall for stuff, see how I'm going to respond to things, and there's times I've been crying, and wondering, why is my twin flame doing this to me? Why is he ignoring me? Or, why is he not not that he even really communicates with me anyway, on Instagram, he doesn't really, not a full sentence kind of way. He does reach out to me, but not a paragraph or any of that kind of talking, or not on my phone or anything. So I don't know how all the other twin flames do this. I've heard where other twin flame relationships, whether it's a real twin flame relationship where they actually are talking back and forth on a phone. They might have not have met each other yet. So it's really with my twin flame, he's always testing me, just like the way it says in the Bible. It's okay to test people. I know I had people testing me when I went and cleaned up their house. They would leave, jewelry around or money laying around, and hey, I'm like, I see money sitting there. I see a wallet sitting there. I see jewelry there, or whatever. I never touched any of it. I know better. So a twin flame, the one that's more spiritual, I don't know about all the other twin flame relationships. I only can speak for the one that I am in, but I believe that this is how it goes with all the other ones too. If they are in a real a twin flame relationship. And as far as I know, a twin flame relationship, they're not in a rush to hurry up and jump in bed and have sex. Absolutely not. That is not what this kind of relationship is about. It's not about sex. Definitely. It is kind of weird because the guy that I'm attracted to, I have said things in my past, and I'm not kidding you. He's the last man on the whole planet I would ever even have anything to do with as far as any romantic relationship goes. And would you, that's how backwards this Matrix thing is. It's like, the last person, even if he was the last person on earth, I would not go out with this guy. And that's exactly the guy that I have fallen in love with. Have you ever said that in your life, saying, if that person is the last person on earth, I would be single for the rest of my life? Well, Starlight said that before, a long time ago. It is so weird how the Matrix does that to you, if you know what the Matrix is. And I don't really want to explain it, but that this is not really the reality that you think it is, that we're kind of locked up into a virtual reality. It's almost like we're in a virtual reality game, and it looks real, smells real, feels real, all your senses and all that stuff, but it's not as real as you think. But I don't want to go into, that's not what I'm here for, is to talk about that. So, my twin has put me, if I could say, through the fire, I have been tested so many times through the fire to see how I'm going to respond, how I'm going to react. I say, oh, I love you. Yeah, you do, huh? Let's see about that tomorrow. See if you love me tomorrow. Are you going to get mad at me and curse me out? Or, are you going to stop writing to me anymore? Are you going to stop doing this anymore? Are you going to stop saying that you love me? Are you going to give up on me? It's almost like they try to get you to give up on you. I know. It's like, what else can I do? What can I get her going on? And so it is very hard. And I don't know how this goes because, there could be the female, could be the more spiritual one. And it could be the guy, that's not so spiritual. And you might find yourself where the girl could be the one testing the guy out and teaching them lessons in life, really making sure that they really are the twin flame. And some people have remembered so much of their past where, with my twin, he recognized me, he's saw my face, somewhere online and recognized me, knowing and remembering that, we had a past relationship in the past, that, and it's my energy too, And even though I needed a lot of growing and all that stuff and a lot of lessons to learn, is that my twin flame is so freaking patient. And I have to say, I really love his patience. And my twin flame teaches me patience. It's a reversal for me. Normally, I was always teaching men patience because I'm not the chick that wants to jump in the sack really quick. I have a Christian background. I've been programmed to, hey, no, have I been guilty of fornication? Absolutely, yes. I've gotten to the point where I was like so lonely, and then later on I beat myself up because it's not for me. I don't like the one night stands or friends with benefits. I like a one-on-one, just a one guy, that's it. Not two, not three. Where your twin flame will, you might say something to your twin and they're going to test you and they're going to see if you're being real. Are you being real? Or are you just saying that? Is it just coming out of your mouth and you're not going to really be that way? I had speaking of that, I had a guy on Facebook that followed me. I thought he was stalking me on my Facebook, and and I didn't really realize it. I thought I was being spied on by the same person, and he's like, oh, you're the one that I love. I want to marry you. And, he's from another country. And he's like, I'll never leave you. And where is he? He was liking my videos, watching them all. I knew he wasn't even watching them, because I would just put a video out on Facebook, and then he would like it, making it look like he watched it. Well, really, you're actually hurting my channel more than helping me out because, if people watch the whole entire video, you're helping me. But if you only watch, and then you're out, I've done that many times on my videos because I wasn't sure if they were out, if they uploaded or not. So, I damaged my own YouTube channel by doing that. And so, when people watch, a good portion of the video, then it goes through the YouTube better. And this guy, he claimed that, man, I can't leave you. I need you now. I want you now. And he's, I want to get married to you. And it's like, dude, you don't even know me. I don't even know your name. I don't even know what you look like, And so a twin flame, they are going to test you. They're going to see it. You say you love me. You want to spend the rest of your life with me, or like I said, I want to spend eternity. I desire to spend eternity with you. And I'm not kidding. I have gone through test after test. I just went through one today. How is Starlight going to respond? Is she going to respond in a negative way? Is she going to, hate her twin flame? Is she going to say F you and go the other direction? How is she going to react? Knock on wood, I did a really great job. I didn't respond the way the person might have thought I was going to respond. I turned that baby around like, nah, I see ya. And that's what twin flames do. You might think that they're playing head games with you for the most part. You might not even believe that they are your twin flame, and that's what twin flame relationships are like. Is sometimes you feel down and horrible, thinking that they're not the one, thinking that, oh, I'm so crazy to think that person, really? He's all over on the internet, like him? Me? Him and I? Not that guy. I'm not even, I'm not even physically attracted to that guy. Everything about him is totally upside down in my world. And that's exactly how this matrix is. It's an upside down, twisted, backwards, inside out world. And that's exactly how my twin flame is, really. His name. How many, how many times I laughed at the name, made jokes about the name, and now, I'm not laughing anymore about the name. You're the last person in the world. If you were the last person in the world, I wouldn't even go with you. I never said anything about I want to touch you with a 10-foot pole, but I have said that before with other people in my life. I want to touch you with a 10-foot pole, but let's see what else is different. all kinds of, his age. Nah. You know, anytime I've gone on dating apps and there's a young guy near my kids' age, I'm like, see you later. Bye. There goes Starlight. Why? Immaturity. You know, a lot of times, and I'm not saying just because a guy might be like my kids' ages in the 30s, you know, I'm old enough to be your mommy. Possibly, you know. Even though I have 2 kids, a lot of people don't know this, but I did have, you know, like, and it's sad, you know, like I didn't really know, but it would have been the same father as my daughter, is that I had a miscarriage before my daughter. I didn't even know I was having a miscarriage. So really would have had 3 altogether. You know, so I was definitely 16 at that point, you know, so, you know, like if I had a baby at that point, wow, you know, the person that I have a higher love with is like, you know, maybe around that age, even though they look 19. Just kidding. Some people are funny. But yeah, it's just that, you know, it just is weird how a twin flame relationship, and I don't know how it is for other twin flame relationships, you know, you might think, this is something that you might think throughout your whole life, there's no way, right, and I'm not down to people that are like this, I would never go out with a guy or a girl like a certain race or a certain size, body size. That's another one, you know. I've always gone out with guys, you know, like I like them a little bit bigger than me, you know. I really desire them to be taller than me because I always want to look up to them instead of looking down at them. You know, so it is weird. That's all backwards for me as far as my twin flame goes. And it is a higher love. There's times that I not too long ago, I was like mush of so much unconditional love. I was in a low frequency one day on my bed the whole night. I couldn't even sleep. The next day, boom, total cold turkey, you know, like not communicating, not responding to me, ignoring me, and it's like, what the heck, you know, what's up? What's up with that, you know? And I'm like, what did I do? I'm always like, you know, but the twin flame will teach you lessons, and they have a way of seeing things in you that you're not even aware of, things that you have to work on, things that you need to heal, you know, maybe if you're not loving yourself right, they're going to twist you, turn you, you know, flip you upside down, put you in the fire a few times, see if you scream. I do. I definitely feel like I've been through the fire, you know, being tested, you know, and the universe does the same stuff to us. You know, there's the other day I met a guy out in the park, and I'm thinking, he's a beautiful person, and he's into jazz, and he has his own YouTube channel, and he just happened to find me in the park near my area, and he heard me singing, and you know, so he came over to talk to me, and I walked away, and I'm thinking, universe, you know, you cannot, you know, I don't know what you're up to, but you know, I actually talked to God and the universe like this, saying, you know, you can put any guy in front of me, and there, you know, like, I'm good. I only desire to be with my twin flame. He's the only man. He's the only one. He's the only one in this whole world, in this whole galaxy that I would want to spend the rest of my eternity with. And I have told the universe many times, and I'm sticking to it, you know. He's the only man I desire to marry. You know, I haven't met him yet, and you might be watching this thinking, my, that Starlight chick is out of her, lost her mind, or is off her rocker. Yeah, that's exactly what love will do to you. When you taste what I've tasted, like I said, the one night I was feeling unconditional love like I've never felt in my whole existence. Like, who wouldn't want more of that? You know, that's what I desire. I want that unconditional love. I don't, I desire, I guess focus on what I want, not what I don't want, but I desire that unconditional love kind of relationship, and are we going to agree to everything? Absolutely not. There's times that I might say something to my twin flame that he might get offended, and there's going to be times that he's going to say things to me that I'm going to get offended. There's times that we're not going to agree or see eye to eye, but you know what? We have similar, we have our view of what we want in our life as far as our future and what we're doing now is very similar. We're doing, doing the same kind of thing out in the world, and he's been doing it way longer than I have, so I am just learning, so he's like a teacher for me to teach me all the do's and don'ts, and at the same time, it's like, and I thought of this before I made the video, is that we have each other's back. And not that I have a steak knife in my hand. That's not, we have each other's back. If I see something that I feel it's going to hurt him, I love him so much, and I'm going to speak up to, and let him know how I feel about it, whether I'm right or wrong, and there's times that he's been there for me to help me out about stuff that I was blind to see, to protect me, to help me, because, men are supposed to be protectors. Not only that, to be a provider, so, and I would, I would never change anything the way, I know my twin does put me through shit. Really, I am not kidding. But you know what? It helps me. It really helps me to work on myself more. And it helps me to open up my eyes, and it helps me to see things that I wasn't seeing clearly before. So, I do have a deeper love for him. And he's teaching me patience. It's kind of funny how this works out. So, it was not about the sex. It's, it's not that we don't think about it. There's that attraction. And now, I see things totally different. The guy that I said, even if you were the last man in the world, I don't think that anymore. Now it's like you're the only man in the world or in the universe that I would want to spend my eternity with. So be it, kind of thing. And, I have prayed to my angels to help me to do whatever it takes for me. Whatever it takes, whatever you got to do with me, whatever I got to let go, whatever I got to do, to know what I need to do in order for my twin and I to actually get in contact, to actually have a one-on-one. I can't wait to the day to meet him, and I really prefer the one-on-one. Sometimes, people get together and there might be other people around, but really, I really desire to have a one-on-one, have a day with each other, do something, whatever. I'm very open to whatever my twin decides to do and when. And so he is teaching me patience, and I love him for that. And there's so many things that I love about my twin. So, and it's a more powerful than a regular relationship. I'm telling you, I've never felt any love like I do now with my twin. So anyway, I do apologize for this being so long. I do love you. So really, maybe if you are looking for that one out there in the world, is to start working on yourself. I am so serious. There's videos out there that help you out. Look up how to self-love, how to heal. I do have videos that I already have, like if you're looking to get healed, meditations, guided meditations are very helpful. So anyway, I do love all of you, and you can like this video, you can share it with a friend or family or your pet. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can ring that notification bell. You can leave a message down below the video, and plus you can reach me at Instagram, and that's 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K, Dignan Starlight. So anyway, I do love all of you, and you know, if you're looking for love, maybe you're looking in all the wrong places, because what you're looking for is inside here, right in your heart space. You know, that's where you want to look. So the more you work on yourself, that's when you're going to discover your real twin flame out there. You got another, you know, whether you're male or female, you got the opposite sex out there in the world somewhere. And mine lives far away. I don't even know where mine is. You know, moves around a lot. So it could be, you know, like everything but what you think you're looking for could be the one that you really belong with, you know, like to be with. So anyway, I love all of you. This is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.